Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Is it a song playing right now?
Yeah. You want me to play it?
Fuck yeah. It's the new Blink.
Okay, diving right in. Scott has been thinking about leaving Beacon Hills. We've heard a little bit about this, and maybe what he's doing after high school. How hard is that for him to possibly leave Beacon Hills in somebody else's hand? Does he feel a responsibility that just ties him to the town?
Oh, absolutely. Scott feels he is the protector of this town. I think also he feels a little guilty for the reasons why things happen in Beacon Hills. A lot of bad comes to Beacon Hills because they're in search of Scott McCall, the true alpha, and he knows this. So he knows that at the same time, Beacon Hills is still a beacon of supernatural, but he's a lot of the reason why people come there, why the bad comes there, and he's the reason why it kind of all vanishes, because he's the one who gets his pack together and kills all the evil and defeats it all. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing. He wants to make sure that Beacon Hills is going to be safe, but he's also a little nervous that it won't be safe without him. So his thought process is to make sure that his protege, Liam, is going to be ready in order to take the place of himself if he leaves, So it's still up in the air, but he's got backup plans, definitely.
What was your impression personally of the Ghost Riders, and what can you think about how Scott got with them?
Let's see, my impression, it's been so hard to be, shocked by any of the villains anymore, because it's just, I can't really be shocked anymore in the set of Team Wolf. We've done everything. And so my impression of the Ghost Riders, I was like, fuck yeah, horses, sweet. And it was a lot of fun to have the horses on the set, We got close to them hitting us, but those horses are so professional. They hit their mark better than any other actor in the world. They're like the most trained professionals in the world. It was really cool. What was the second part of your question?
How is Scott going to interact with them?
How's Scott going to interact with them? The same way that he interacts with every villain. He figures them out. He's like, okay, let's break it down. Let's figure out who the hell these people are. And then he's like, okay, now let's figure out how the hell to kill them. But without actually killing them, because I'm a good guy and I don't kill people. And then, that's it. His interaction with them kind of depends on how they approach him, And there's a lot of things I don't want to give away about that, but, Scott will try to defeat them once again.
So, Teen Wolf has been such an inclusive show. There's been gay characters, there's been people of color. How does it feel to be a part of something like that?
Oh, dude, fuck, I love it, man. My whole life, all I'm about is just showing people that be yourself, stop being an asshole, don't be mean to people for no fucking reason. And I love that Team Wolf. And the cool thing about it all is that we do it effortlessly. It's all natural, We don't try to we're like, oh hey, we're putting a gay couple
it's not
here.
like pandering.
Exactly. It's not pandering. It's just natural for us because we love that shit. It's who we are. We're advocates for the human race, no matter who you are. And I just really like that people actually acknowledge it and take note of it from our show, and that's the way it should be.
Well, it's like kind of an allegory sometimes, it feels like, because, when as a supernatural creature, you become like this outcast, you're hiding parts of yourself from people, so it's like, it becomes a question of identity.
Exactly. We've dealt with struggling with identity since day one with Scott McCall, and that relates to anybody growing up, gay or not, and I'm really happy that we can bring that to an adult form, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I love it. No one's alone, you guys. You're not alone. It's just life is fucking cool. Let's have fun. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Let people live their lives the exact way they want to, as long as they're not hurting anybody. So that's the way it should be. And we do a pretty good job at keeping that alive on TV, which I'm happy about.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Is that it?
I have another question.
Yeah, go for it. She's not painted.
Season 5 was about, the pack sort of broke up, came back together in the end. What are the dynamics going to be like in Season 6?
Season 6, so the pack kind of splitting up and then coming back together really solidified that. And that kind of carries on through Season 6. You just see how strong they actually are. And you get the sense of, since since high school's coming to an end and Scott's gonna, thinking about moving away, you get the sense that like them moving away and separating from each other is a big impact on them, and you're like, fuck, this is gonna be sad if this ever happens, So it's really cool. They've really built up a bond with one another especially through last season. They're closer than ever, and it's a bittersweet thing because they're closer than ever and they're more powerful than ever, but it's sadder when they're actually gonna part ways if it ever happens. You know what I mean? Cool.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thanks, you guys.